NBA elite point guards have mastered the pick and roll with these 4 skills. Learn what they are in today's video. Hey team, this is Coach Conley with Conley Hoops. I've been training and coaching basketball players for 30 plus years. And if you'd like to learn the same skills that I teach my players, subscribe to our channel so you can get all the latest videos every week. Today, we're talking about elite point guards and their ability to use the pick and roll. Pick and roll is part of today's game, and if you're not good at it, you won't be able to score, and you probably won't be able to play at any level. The first skill we're going to talk about is rejecting the pick and roll. You would think that learning to go over the pick and roll is the first thing you need to do, but learning to reject the pick and roll actually will make using the pick more effective. Rejecting the pick and roll means you deny the screen and attack the other way. A lot of times you do this because the defender has already jumped, but sometimes doing it early will actually create a bigger mismatch. Most defenders think you're going to go over the pick and roll. The sooner you attack the weak side, it puts both defenders out of position. Great point guards know this, and since they know that you're going to try to get over the pick, attacking the weak side puts you in the driver's seat. Notice Chris Paul here, how as soon as he gets the ball in triple threat, the defender jumps to the high side. This allows Chris Paul to easily get downhill on the left and create an easier scoring opportunity. Here, Jrue Holiday in transition has the same thing. As the defenders step up to be ready for the pick and roll, he just attacks the baseline hard, rejecting the pick and roll and getting to the basket. Ja Morant, one of the most versatile athletes that we have, easily can get to the basket at any time. Here you can see how he rejects the pick and roll, the defenders are out of position, they begin to back up, and he pulls up for the easy jumper. Rejecting the pick and roll can get you early offense easily at any time. So it's really important that you learn to reject the pick and roll first, so the defenders have to respect the baseline. It'll give you tons more opportunity to actually use the pick and roll and put the defenders in an easy 2-on-1 scoring opportunity. The second skill that you have to have is the ability to split a pick and roll. As you learn to stretch it out, defenders are going to challenge you either by trapping or stretch you out with the help defender until your defender can get back in front of you. The easiest thing to do is push one way and then split through the middle of them. Here you can see how Curry, who has earned the respect of the defenders, he has brought the big man up, and to catch him off balance, he quickly splits through the middle. Splitting defenders isn't easy and takes a lot of ball handling skills, so you'll have to work on those as well. Ja Morant's quickness and speed allow him to quickly split this and get to the rim with ease. It's hard for a lot of defenders to stop the split because both defenders have to close down the space without allowing that offensive player to attack it. It's difficult if the offensive player is quick and the big is worried about him getting around him. Good players like Steph Curry, Ja Morant, Chris Paul, and Jrue Holiday know this, so the more they're allowed to stretch the defense, the harder it is for them to stop them from cutting back and splitting down the middle. The third skill is learning to snake screens. Use a lot of snake screens when defenders try to ice pick and rolls. Icing pick and rolls means to force the offensive player away from the screen. The screener then sets a flat screen, allowing the offensive player to get downhill. Before you get to the big, which is helping on that side, you cross over and get back to the middle. This puts both defenders at a disadvantage. The trail defender, the guy that was guarding the actual ball handler, is trailing. And if you stretch the screener away from where he started, both defenders are actually running away from where the screen happened. This puts both of them in a trail position, allowing the offensive player to easily manipulate it and get an open shot. Here you can see Steph Curry using it to perfection. As he goes off the flat screen, he cuts back. Both defenders are trying to get back to him, and they're both out of position. Making a big move laterally is very difficult. Curry knows that, and he stops in the open space, pulling the jumper. Chris Paul has been a master at this for years, and you can see how he does the same thing. By snaking, he actually forces the big man to get on him, creating a mismatch and giving him an opportunity to score. Chris Paul manipulates everybody, and you can see it in both these clips. The big man has no chance once he gets into his mid-range game. The last and most important skill, especially in today's basketball, you have to be able to knock down the open jumper. All of these point guards that we're talking about today can hit open jumpers. Without the respect of being able to knock down open jumpers, defenders would go under screens all day, allowing them to easily guard the pick and roll. Without the respect of the big, you'll never be able to do all the skills that we just mentioned. So stopping behind the screen or getting to an open space before the big comes up and knocking down jumpers has to be your number one priority. Here you can see as Curry comes off the screen, he gets Horford in a back pedal. That's not a good position to be in, and he stops and pulls a three. Chris Paul doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but he has to earn their respect. Here you can see as he steps away into the open space, even he knocks down a three, so they have to respect him. Ja Morant, still working on his jumper, has to do the same thing. This allows him to get downhill with such ease because as defenders have to play his three, it will be even more important for him to be able to split and snake and get to the rim and finish. Here you can see Curry in transition uses the space allowed by Williams to get away from his defender and pull up in the open space. It's all about spatial recognition, and all of these guards see it so well. What makes Curry and most of these point guards so dangerous is they can score outside and in. They start with that jumper though, and without that jumper, they wouldn't be able to use the pick and roll as effectively. That's it for today's video. If you would like to train with me and get personalized feedback, check out the link in the description below.